Hello, it's me, Daryl, Florida Catholic guy. I have a couple of videos from the Daytona 500 that I'll upload when I get back home. I'm out taking my boy for a walk. Just want to give my thoughts of the finish and the aftermath that happened, especially with Ryan Newman. For those that don't know, I'm sure everybody's heard by now, the final lap of the Daytona 500, Newman was leading, and I can't think of the driver that came up, and Newman was blocking the guy from passing, so that's why the guy hit him. It wasn't the other guy's fault. Newman was doing what he's supposed to do, trying to win the race, and the other guy was doing what he's supposed to do because he's trying to win the race too. It's one of these things happen, and had contact, and Newman went hard into the wall, got airborne and flipped over a few times, and when he came back down, another car was coming by, and he landed right on top of the car, and the car hit his driver's side while going probably pretty close to 200 miles an hour. Sent Newman's car airborne again, and when it came back down, it was on its roof and slid across the track for quite a ways before coming to a stop. It was all a shower of sparks, and there was a little fire, but the rescue crews got there quick and was able to extinguish it before any more of that happened. That point, really didn't care who won the race. Denny Hamlin won, which is good for him, his third Daytona 500 victory. But I stayed for quite a while after the race looking to see and hear anything about Newman, and the only thing I saw was when they took him out in the ambulance, and I figured after that it's going to be a while before you hear anything. It took quite a while for them to cut him out of the car, because they had to cut the roof off. First they had to flip the car over back on its side, on its right side, so it wasn't on its roof anymore. And then they had to cut the top off the roof so they could get him out. So that took a little bit of time, and honestly, I didn't think he was going to make it. Just the way that everything was going on down there, it reminded me a lot of the scenes when Dale Earnhardt had his crash that killed him. And I thought we were seeing history repeat itself. But the update, you probably heard this too, he's awake. He's got serious injuries, but he's awake, talking to his family, and I guess they said non-life-threatening injuries. But, something like that, he could still have life-altering injuries, like we don't know if he can move all extremities and everything. That'll be hopefully in a further update. I'd like to think we might see him in the races again, but after something like that, you never know. If there's one good thing to come out of it, it's that what happened with Dale Earnhardt and the safety changes they made after that, I think really made a difference of Newman surviving these injuries, surviving a wreck like that. Because, in my opinion, that was a worse wreck than Earnhardt's wreck. Earnhardt, he went head first 200 miles into the retaining wall, and it didn't look didn't look like much more than any other accident they have, but it was the force and where Earnhardt was hit, and I mean he didn't have head protection, so that's what did him in. But thankfully Newman did, and that's why he survived. And the wreck happened right in front of me. I mean, it happened. I was sitting just before the finish line, start-finish line, and just seeing that, pieces of the car flying up, and seeing the car up in the air right next to me. For a second, I was afraid that parts could end up in the stands, but they didn't, and at least that was a good thing. So it was. This is my third Daytona 500 that I've been to. Last one was back in 2005. I went to two in a row. I went to 2004 and 2005. Junior won the first one I went to, and Gordon won the second one. And now none of those drivers are driving anymore. And Denny Hamlin won. And been to a couple of NASCAR races when I lived up in Maine. Went to the New Hampshire a couple times. That was pretty fun. But this was by far the worst wreck I saw. And funny thing is well, not funny, but I guess interesting thing is I was kind of disappointed because all the wrecks were happening in the backstretch, and didn't really get to see any of them. I just saw a little bit, and then you could see it on the big video screens, but I didn't get to see them. And then the biggest one of the afternoon, or evening at that point, happened right in front of me, so that was something. Sunday was a mess. I spent better part of 3 hours, maybe a little over 3 hours, just trying to park. And then when I finally parked, I still had plenty of time before the race, and I had the fan zone passes. And then it was another 2.5 hours to get through security to get in the track. So by the time I got in the track and got to my seat, I missed the national anthem. Of course, I missed everything with the president, his speech and everything, which I would have been able to hear it, but I wouldn't have seen him from where I was anyway. I did get to see him when he went by in the limo. He was waving hi, so that was cool. He came by twice around the track, so that was fun. And I saw him give the command to start your engines. Saw Air Force One land and take off. And then there was the rain delay. Got 20 laps in, and then it started raining. Looked like they were going to get it in. They were drying the track off. They had it pretty much dried off, ready to start. And another heavy rain shower came in, and they ended up calling it until the next day. So I went home, came back. That was an adventure because stop and go traffic all the way down I-4. But the worst was Monday morning, because there was, right from about just before Lakeland all the way into Orlando, and it started getting a little better probably around Deltona. Not Daytona, Deltona. But New Smyrna Beach area started lightening up. And then actually getting into the race on Monday, pull right into the parking. There was hardly any wait for that. There was absolutely no wait to get into the track, and that's when I positioned myself, because, well, they were trying to stop people, but there was plenty of empty seats, so I'm going to start walking with him. Come here, Shadow. Come here. So, plenty of empty seats, which I knew there would be. Although it wasn't bad. It was actually more people than I expected would be there. I'd say there was at least half, probably 3/4 of the track where the stands are filled. The good news is where on Sunday I didn't get in time to do the fan zone stuff. They did open the fan zone up on Monday, and I was able to do it then, so 'cause I was afraid that was going to be a waste of money, but it was good. I ended up being able to use it, and so the tickets didn't go to waste. But yeah, it was a mess on Sunday, that's for sure, because of the security for the president. It was nice that he came, but it was a pain in the neck getting in. So, but so everything actually worked out better, other than the driving and coming home on Monday night. Just after right at the Disney exits, major backup for 45 minutes to an hour for another big accident they had. So that wasn't fun. Probably took me between getting out of Daytona, that was rough too. Just getting out from the speedway and everything from all that traffic. That probably took 45 minutes. So it was about 90 minutes longer than it would have been just because of traffic and the accident there, but that's Florida. There was a tractor-trailer accident on the other side of I-4 coming home Sunday night, where they actually shut the road down, so I'm glad I wasn't in that mess. At least the accident that we had, the road was still open. It was just stop and go. Let's go, Shadow. Move. So, it was a fun time. You know, I'm glad that Newman's gonna be okay. I hope he's gonna be okay, but you know, it's continued prayers for him. Like I said, I'm gonna have a couple of videos from the 500. I got one when I toured through the pit area, and I think I got one when I was standing out on the track before the race. So yeah, it was a good time, and had fun, and if I get the money, maybe I'll do it again next year. Hopefully it won't rain. And It's getting pretty dark now. Sun's going down. Actually, it's gone down. It's I think it's civil twilight they call it right now. There's civil twilight and there's nautical twilight. No, civil twilight I think is the first one. That's from like when the sun goes down to like 10 to 15 minutes after it goes down, then it goes into nautical twilight, and I think there's an astronomical twilight, and I'm not sure what each one is. I know I've looked up the definition, but I don't remember it. I mean, I'm sure you all can look it up if you're interested, but beautiful day, beautiful weather. Tied a record. I think they said 86 was the high today. Looking for more 80s tomorrow and Thursday. We got a cold front coming through Friday, so Friday is going to be 67 for a high. Then we warm up to 70 on Saturday and mid to upper 70s on Sunday. Then, then some 80s return next week. So pretty nice stretch of weather. Later on next week, there's a little bit higher chance of rain, which is good because we need it. Here in Tampa, they didn't get any of the rain that we got in Daytona, so we've been dry for a while. So we could use some of that rain. So yeah, it's been good. Things have been going along pretty good. I'm gonna end this now, and thank you all for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Tell your friends and family. If you're on my Facebook page, you probably noticed I haven't been posting. I've been thrown in Facebook jail again for another 30 days. So I think I got like 24 days left, something like that. Yeah, I posted a meme that Facebook didn't like. The topic was on booty jug. Booty jug. Or as I call them, butt plug. And so I posted a meme of a guy saying, "Stop this faggotry at once." And so yeah, they kicked me off of Facebook for 30 days for that. It is what it is. I mean, they suck. I honestly wish that there was a alternative to Facebook that people wouldn't lose their freedom of speech, and every time you're angry as snowflake, they report you and you get 30 days off. I went for quite a while between 30 days off. For a while it seemed like I was getting 30 days off every month, but that was a long time. I mean, I got like 7 days or 3 days or stuff since then, but the 30-day one is the big one. So it's been a while for that, so I was due. Anyway, I said I was going to end this 2 minutes ago or more, so I will. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next update. Bye.